Hello everyone, welcome back to another WWE Champions video. I am back, and I didn't want to be back so soon, but I feel like the stuff that's happened this weekend has made me need to make a video. And I'm talking about this man right here, The Rock, the final boss. I was very excited to see him come into the game, and I am utterly disappointed in what he is as a character. But especially the compensation and the goof slash fuck up thing that they have done, Scopely, that the bags basically gave away Rock guaranteed, and they just took him away. So I want to go through a lot of stuff in this video real quick and give my opinions, what I think they should actually be doing, and what they should do once they've already gone through this, because they have put out a compensation. So we're going to read that right now. This was posted, I believe, very close to, I think, like 5 hours after the mess up, around there. So, but it's very important because I think there is some key details in here that I want to go over. So, the final boss contest shard chest update. After reviewing the impact of the contest shard chest giving out posters of The Rock, we will be taking the following actions. 1. In order to preserve fairness and ensure the remainder of the Gold Vibes contest provides the intended value, The Rock final boss will be removed from affected players' rosters before the start of Feud on Saturday. All resources spent on The Rock will be reimbursed, although it may take up to 72 hours to complete the reimbursement process. I'm okay with this, but I feel like in my head they should have just gave everyone Rock, but I don't mind that. However, this is where I have an issue. As compensation for the issue, we will be rewarding all players with completion of the Recruit the Rock task in the solo contest, 500k points, plus 400 extra shards of the Rock final boss, and 7 premium downs from the Rock's contest tour. I want you to choose premium rewards like 6-star gold tokens, Fear 2 medals, and more. This process will be completed before the end of the contest and will ensure that players do not earn the Recruit the Rock task points more than once. We thank you again for your patience and understanding during this time. There's nothing now. I think that whole thing is fine. I think they're doing fine. However, the concern I have is there is nothing about the Victory Tour, Rock's Victory Tour, which is a huge concern I have. There's nothing in here stating anything about that. In case you didn't know, when you got Rock, which, by the way, I got him 3 bronze 6 times, so a lot. I got him basically guaranteed once every bag because it was 6 bags this Friday. So, so I did the tour, and I also did his Victory Tour, which also gives you a ton of resources, and most importantly, a 6 gold striker token. There's nothing stating that people that did not get Rock are getting this, or if we're getting those resources taken away. Hopefully, they just forgot. If they didn't, that's going to be even more backlash to them after already what they've done. So that's a problem. But as long as what I hope they would do is just make that first Victory Tour just open, so people that didn't have Rock can go do it, and then obviously people that did get Rock already did it. They don't get anything else, because if that's the case, that's great. If they don't, and people that got Rock and they don't take away our stuff and stuff like that, that is not fairness because we got more rewards than them. So hopefully that is just them forgetting that. We'll see when this actually comes out, if they definitely fucked up or not again. But we'll see what they do. I'm hoping that, again, this is just them. They just didn't put this in there, because there definitely needs to be some sort of thing for Victory Tour. Again, just make it open for the first week so that people that didn't get Rock can go do it and get those resources. That's all I think they need to do for that. So hopefully that's what they do. Again, hopefully they don't screw up and not make it ensure fairness. So that's the first thing we're going to go over. Now, I'm going to go over something that has been happening a lot, I feel like, with Rock, and that's like where he is as a character. So as a character, he feels pretty underpowered, especially now that we're in a 6 gold meta. I think he's fine at 6 silver. It's just at 6 gold he just doesn't do it anymore. Which is really strange to see them make a character like this is how we're introduced into 6 gold, and the chase character isn't even good at 6 gold, which I think is really dumb. I know a lot of the community, myself included, does think he's pretty underpowered. So right now, as you can see, that is my 5 gold Rock. I played around with him for a little bit, and my favorite build currently is the Power Gem build, which with plus 99, all Power Gem is doing 32, and that's not really going to change. It's not. And the sad part is when plus 99 goes away, it's going to do probably about the same at 6 gold, but you would need Carmelo Hayes. So, and while some people do have that, a lot of people don't. So, currently his best build, you have to have Melo, and even then, you're only going to be able to turn to a gold. It's very poor decision making by Scopely, in my opinion. So I just want to go over the final boss character rework, and also just how I would make the character better. Obviously, if you're not into that, you can go now. I do suggest just listening to the final boss character rework and also stating your opinion in that forum post. But as for just me discussing what I would do, that doesn't really matter because that's just my opinion. But hopefully maybe someone from Scope is listening to that and taking advice from someone who's played the game for literally 7 years and knows a little bit about characters at least. So let's start with this. Obviously, 32 million, you would have to have Melo at 6 gold. Not great at all. I mean, if you looked at Professor's gold video of him, it's like, yeah, 70 million maybe. That's with plus 99, so it's not happening. Your probably best bet is still going to be 32, maybe 40. But at the same time, that's not turn 1. None of it is. It's not fast at all. So, I'm going to read the final boss character rework. Shout out to Bug Homie, because this is a great post. I will leave the forum post in the description of this video. If you want to state your words, obviously more people the better that express their words out to Scopely. Especially now, even though they did take away Rock, they are reimbursing us with 400 shards. Not reimbursing, they're giving out 400. So maybe some people that weren't originally going to get Rock might. And obviously, most people that already get chases will get Rock. But I still think a lot of people would like to see him at least be good in a gold meta, which is what he's supposed to be, and I would think. But so let's read the final boss character rework from Bug Homie and just tell me what you guys think. The final boss is a highly anticipated addition to WWE that has gathered significant attention in recent months. Many within the community, myself included, have eagerly anticipated the arrival of the final boss in the game. However, there is widespread disappointment with the current portrayal of this character. I kindly request a reevaluation of the character's presentation to better align with the community's expectations of what the final boss should represent. There are 10 other comments. I am one of those that have also stated their literally all of it is disappointment. Of like, this guy needs to be changed, reworked, moves need to be fixed, moves need to be better, buffed. Some moves need to completely be different, I think, as well, because a lot of his moves don't make a lot of sense to me. Like a striker that has a health steal, box gems. I mean, while that's interesting and unique, it doesn't seem like having all that together does not help him at all, especially considering this is a striker who has the most gem damage in the game of any class, and he doesn't really have a single gem damage build. So Like, again, please go through, read all the comments, and obviously please go state your words on this forum, because I would love to see at least some changes done, some buffs to make them into a 6 gold meta. So please do that. Now, for anyone that does care, I will be I'm going to talk about like what I would do to his moveset. Like how I would make him able to go into 6 gold. One of my builds is pre-speculation and probably might not happen, but I can guarantee 2 builds will just work. And I think he'll be even just that a lot better. So, for anyone that cares, get ready. Anyone that doesn't, this is probably what the rest of the video is going to be. So, if that's all you care for, and you guys don't care about this, then please just state your opinions down in the forum post in the description, please. As well as commenting below what you guys think about the forum post if you did read it, and also the compensation that we're getting from removing the rock off people's rosters. I would like to hear what you guys think. So let's start off with my current favorite build is the People's Punches, which is a 7 charge black that is 2 rows to make and power gems. And we're going to look at this at 6 gold. Their strength 300k base, a little over 300k. His Samoan drop, 6 charge per gold dash, choose 10 and make it a black. Reversal, they generate Silence Gem, he steals them and steals the turn. And then we have Flowing DET, which is an 8 charge black that will choose a 7x4 reader swap in a purple. So, I would not change the People's Punches in any way. The Samoan drop, I would keep technically the same. We'll talk about more of that later in another build. But the same premise of the choose 10 would say, I would change the reversal, but we'll talk about that in the third build. The main thing I want to talk about this one is the Flowing DT. This move, I use this build with my 5 gold. The Flowing DT is completely useless. The whole point of this build, and there's no other move to really put here, unless you want to put your slap, which is the Juggernaut. If you have the Juggernaut reduced 3 MP plate, which not a lot of people have. Otherwise, the Fallen DDT is pretty useless because the whole point of this build is you want to make as many power gems as you can. And this would destroy a lot of it. So what I would do is probably not make this 8. I'd probably make this a 7 charge move. And make it either one of two things. Either an increased power gem strength by about 300k, maybe even a little more. This way, even if you don't have Mellow, you're going to be hitting pretty freaking hard. You should be hitting about 32 with Mellow. You'll hit probably closer to 60. So it won't be good in gold. However, this would be your way of, without plus 99, he will absolutely destroy a silver. Even at 5 gold, I presume. Or make it again, 7 charge move, and move the pin bar left like 3 or 4 notches. This way he maybe can, if you run Eternal Positivity, you can get a few more breaks, which equals more power gems. This would probably hit a little harder, especially without Mellow. You're probably looking closer to that 40-50 range, and with Mellow, probably closer to that 50-60, maybe even 70 million range. So at least he's going to be great in gold. Obviously, when 7 bronze comes out, which that's a long time from now, he wouldn't be great with that. But at least he'd be good in the meta he was put in. So that's my first build. My second build is going to be that triple yellow. So we have his finisher. His first finisher, 2.5 million, and makes the whole board yellow, which is a 10 charge yellow, which is really good. He's got a sub, sharpshooter 7 charge yellow. Color sub that chooses 8 to make it yellow. Does 400k for 5. Also pretty good. Kind of reminds me of Mutant Seth in a way. And then we have a 9 charge yellow Spinebuster that will steal 5 million health base. This move is kind of my problem. Because it's like, why do we have a health steal when we're making the whole board yellow? I mean, sure, you could sharpshoot around his jacket and maybe Acolytes plate that. It's not a lot of damage. It's not. And Sure, you could steal like 20 mil health at 6 gold. That's with plus 99. So without that, you're losing a lot of health still. And it's going to take a load of turns in order for you to do that, especially in feud. You're never running triple yellow in feud. So what would I want to change? First off, that Spinebuster should no longer be a health steal. In my opinion, obviously knock it down an MP or two. Actually, I think 2. Make it a 7 charge, 6 or 7 charge move. And make it a increased yellow jump. I think even just a 150, 175 would do great. And just make it 150, 175 for 2 turns. This way, you hit that Spinebuster, you're hitting your Sharpshooter with Ronda's Jacket Plate, and then you hit your Spinebuster again, and then you hit your finisher. So in total, you would have that 150 to 175 for 2 turns stacked twice. So you're looking at least 300%, plus the Ronda's Jacket, so 400% make whole board yellow. This, to me, is actually a gem damage build, and while it is turn 2, it's pretty defensive, so it should do pretty well, I suspect. So this would be, I think, what I would do, is just get rid of that health steal, lower the MP down by 2, and make it a yellow gem increase of 150 or 175 for 2 turns. Not that big a deal. I actually think this would only hit at 6 gold for maybe like 40, 45, 50, somewhere around that. So while it's not the best, I do think it will probably keep a gold down. Especially if you have a 100% gem belt. I think it will keep a gold down. So yeah, I think that would be the best thing to do with that build. Now for my final build, this one is a lot more speculation on like what I think he's going to be next week. So I could be very wrong, but I do kind of hope they do something like this. Obviously, I know a lot of people are unhappy about what has happened with this compensation. A lot of people just want to keep Rock, just get the rewards, and that's it. And I think the best thing they can do is be like, here's your 400. Guess what? We're remaking Final Boss. Well, maybe not remaking, but reworking him to now where you get him the few weeks after now, 2 weeks maybe, 3 weeks out. He's actually really a good card, and he's worth 6 gold. In case you didn't know, Rock's actual theme contest is second week. And he's the, I believe, first real A-tier chase. I mean, technically, unless you count Shelton. But Shelton did not come out as A-tier because tiers didn't exist. Rock is the first true A-tier chase, which is very sad to me. And my guess is because he's the showdown. Now, what that makes me think is he has a skill plate. Now, obviously, I'm not 100% sure on this. However, I'm going to say that that's probably the case. And because we had Near an End last month, which was a basic, I'm going to guess that he has an ultimate coming next week. So we're going to talk about what I want that to be and what build that is for, as well as why these moves are being changed the way they are. So, let's talk about the slap. We're going to talk about purple, purple, black. Slap is his choose roll and make 2 turn juggernaut. That'll make 5 random and a botch, make 49 botch in purple. This move will not change. I do not want this to change with the build that I'm trying to make with it. I think it is perfectly fine. We are going to go to his 6 charge purple Simone drop, the choose 10 black. That reversal is the only thing I want to change. I want it to straight up go away. I don't want this to have any reversal. I don't want to have it anything. I mean, technically, if you want to keep it there, fine. But what I want to do is probably get rid of it because I doubt they'll give him 2. Is I'm going to make that rock bottom, I want to be a combo move. So the rock bottom currently at 6 gold, 10 charge black. Finisher that does basically 278,000 plus 110,000 bonus damage for every botch. It is not great compared to Charlotte and Triple, who all have bonus damage on botches. Now, yeah, they're weak in cards, but it doesn't mean Rock has to be severely underpowered. So the first thing I want to change with Rock Bottom is make that go to bonus damage of at least 175 base. I mean, hell, I would even say 200k is fine. But I think 175 is a good start. And I want it to be a combo move that decreases Juggernaut gem timers by at least 1, possibly even 2. And the reason why I want to do this is to go with his ultimate plate. Obviously, I'm not sure that it exists, but I'm going to say for this build, if they do have a plate, obviously he's an A tier and he's the showdown. Considering that Andrade has a gear, Charlotte has a gear, I presume triple because he's the last week. He'll have the moment. So I'm guessing that Rock will have the plate because we've always had plate every month. And I don't think that'll change now. So what are we going to do? I want the plate to be basically pirate plate but botch. And except of yellow, it's really increasing. It's purple. This way, he should hit insanely hard turn 1. You have a defensive plate with Hitman's Bed Armor, to where this will probably hit for like 40 mil, 50, actually probably more than that, probably close to 50, 60 mil, and reduce your MP by 4, where you run the Power Positivity and increase your botch purple twice, and equaling a lot of damage, probably getting closer to 80. I think that's my favorite thing. This is my favorite build. I think this will be his best build. And that's what I have. So thanks everyone for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.